Jesus, the God of this universe, who was born God, still grew for 30 years. It says in Luke 2:52 that Jesus grew in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and men. So if Jesus couldn't skip the process of growth, what makes you think you can skip the process of growth? Delight in it, you know? Um, and then when he came to the baptism, the father said, "This is my son in whom I'm well pleased." Before he had healed a person, before he had done a miracle, why was he pleased? Because he was obedient in the process of growth. Jesus didn't just die an obedient death, he lived an obedient life, right? And it was him living that obedient life that allowed his death to be verified and viable in the spirit. So it's really important that we understand that it's not just the Father delights in you becoming more like Jesus. That's where his delight is. And something that the Lord was ministering to me, especially when I first came to Christ, because he was introducing me to so many ministers of the gospel that really helped me grow. And the thing that he taught me is like, stop trying to get the intimacy that people have cultivated over 30 years in one. A lot of the times we look at people that we look up to and we're like, oh, I want to love Jesus like they do, but they've been walking with him longer than you've been alive. So what we have to understand is it's all tied into this understanding that spiritual growth is a process, that you will get that intimacy with Jesus if you walk with him faithfully as directed by the Spirit. You will not get it in 1 year, but that doesn't mean that you've fallen short. It just means that you're growing. We can definitely learn from one another, but if I'm aspiring the intimacy that someone else has with Jesus, I'll miss out on the intimacy that he desires to cultivate with me.